Welcome to Braves Country Radio. We are excited to bring you a brand new season, your home for the classic call of radio baseball.
I state your name.
I state your name.
Do hereby pledge allegiance to the
Armchair.
with liberty for all.
You're in Braves country.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention now to the area in front of the pitcher's mound for tonight's ceremonial first pitch.
You can't drink like me, you can't smoke like me. So don't try and be like me. Let's party together.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
What the hell's going on out here? Well, scared because his eyelids are jammed and his old man's here. We need a live rooster to take the curse off Jose's glove, and nobody seems to know what to get Millie for their wedding present. We're dealing with a lot of
Baseball is a beautiful thing. It's more beautiful in an old park. It's asymmetrical and quirky. But even in a dome with artificial turf, it's beautiful. The way the field fans out, the choreography of the sport, the pace and rhythm of it, the fact that that pace and rhythm allows for conversation and reflection and opinion and comparison.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing, Darryl, Darryl. Little roller up along first, behind the bag. It gets through Buckner.
deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes. And the Yankees are going to the World Series. Aaron Boone.
Ground ball stabbed by Polk. He has it. He underhands to first for the first time in 86 years. The Red Sox have won baseball world championship. Can you believe it?
It's a pastime, something you do. It's entertainment, something you watch. And it's a shared experience, something you talk about and read about. But you can apply those same three criteria to other things. What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series.
Cubs win. What a lucky break. The good Lord wants the Cubs to win.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
If baseball is about caring, about loyalty and rivalry,
Braves fans are on their feet hoping for some kind of a bleeder or a seeing-eye single. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit high and deep down the right field line. It's going back, back, back. Is it fair? Is it zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam, ding dong, a 3-run shot, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 1-run lead. She's gone, baby!
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America you get in a ballpark. And it's the wonder of walking through that dark tunnel and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
People will come. They come for reasons they can't even fathom. Not knowing for sure why they're doing it. They'll arrive at your door as innocent as children longing for the past.
They sit in shirt sleeves on a perfect afternoon. They have reserved seats somewhere along one of the baselines. Back when they were children, cheered their heroes. It'll be as if they dipped themselves in magic waters. The memories will be so thick that I've brushed them away from their faces. People will come. The one constant through all the years has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers, then erased like a blackboard, rebuilt and erased again. Baseball to mark the time. This field, this game, it's a part of our past. It reminds us of all that once was good, and it could be again. Oh, people will come. People will most definitely come.
We're all told at some point in time we can no longer play the children's game. We just don't know when that's going to be. Some of us are told at 18, some of us are told at 40. But we're all told.
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I know things. For instance, there are 108 beads in a Catholic rosary, and there are 108 stitches in a baseball. I prefer metaphysics to theology. You see, there's no guilt in baseball, and it's never boring. It's a long season, and you gotta trust it. I've tried them all, I really have. And the only church that truly feeds the soul day in, day out is the Church of Baseball.
Which team do you play for?
Well, I'm a...
Well, I was just wondering, because I couldn't figure out why you would throw home when we've got a 2-run lead. You let the tying run get on second, and we lost the lead because of you.
Touch 'em all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
You're in Braves country.
If there's a bigger thing going on right now, I don't know what it is. We're down to one strike here. Gurriel, the last hope for the Houston Astros. And here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced over to Dansby. Dansby fires it over to first. And here comes the dog pile. Fire the cannons in the battery. Do the chop all throughout Braves country. Pop that top. Your Atlanta Braves have won it all.
Here's a list of the players we'll be inviting to camp.
I never heard of half of these guys. And the ones I do know are way past their prime.
Most of these guys never had a prime.
This guy here is dead.
Cross him off, then.
The local press seems to think we'd save everyone a lot of time and trouble if we just went out and shot ourselves.
We got uniforms and everything.
You know, you might think about taking Jesus Christ as your savior instead of fooling around with all this stuff.
I like him very much. He no help with curveball.
You trying to say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?
But I'll tell you, these fans are great. Listen to them. Hey, way to go, Rick. Oliver Ohio loves you. Come on, baby. Come on, Ricky. Come on, Ricky.
The game doesn't stink. It's a great game.
You know, one of the best things about being an ex-big leaguer is getting freebies to the game. Call the front office, bingo. And once these fans recognize me, I probably won't even have to pay for my light pyramid. Down it! I love them. Good seats, huh?
You're in the wrong seat, buddy. Come on.
Oh, I must be in the front row.
Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We direct your attention now to home plate. Please remain standing. We call your attention to our bands here today. They will be jointly directed. And now, another fixture. Our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Play ball! Good seats, hey, buddy. He missed the tag! He missed the tag! He missed the tag!
It is the American game. You see a guy hit the ball out the ballpark, and that same guy can come up tomorrow in that situation and miss the ball and lose the ball game. Can bring you up here, it can bring you down there. One thing about it, though, you know it always will be a tomorrow. You got me today, but I'm coming back.
Think about it. What is there in your life, besides your love of family maybe, that carries all the way through from almost your earliest recollections till the day you die, and you care about it in one way or another? There are very, very few things that make that list, but we have a child's interest in baseball, so it will be one of the few things in my life that I have cared about in one way or another all the way through.
There's a lot of wonderful stillness in baseball that I love. Milliseconds of stillness. When the pitcher has got the sign, the batter is crouched, the ball players all lean forward with their hands on their knees, and then very shortly the ball is delivered. But in that tiny period, when the pitch and the fever of the crowd is tangible, there's a moment of absolute stillness that I treasure.
The best of us keep as much of that childhood with us as we grow into adulthood as we can muster. And the most creative, the most happy, the most fortunate of us are those who don't lose the sense of play. And even after we're past the point of being able to actually play the game with any skill, if we love it, then it's like Peter Pan. We remain boys forever. We don't die.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the radio news.
Sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. There is nothing wrong. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both things and ideas. You've just crossed over into
Adventures in Time and Space.
We offer you Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Hi, folks. Join us now for another Braves ball game. Yes, sir. This is the one we've been waiting for. This is it. This makes you feel like it's spring and baseball, no more measles, and free tickets to the circus.
You're in Braves country.
This is a reminder, disorderly conduct will not be tolerated. Please respect your fellow fan and refrain from any unruly behavior. Failure to comply with these guidelines will result in ejection.
It's all mixed up with peanuts, tobacco juice, and a hearty feeling among the fans joshing each other. Always this raucous, good spirit. Everybody came to have a good time. The whole stands full of people all roaring. In baseball, never known an instance where so instantly a whole crowd could be brought to its feet, roaring with delight over just a clean crack of a bat against the ball.
A lot of room in right center. If he hits one there, we can dance in the streets.
Drive and a base hit! Just as the score of the tying run. Green to the plate. And he is saved! We're 1 out away, Braves country, from a trip to the World Series. Whatever superstition you've got, do it. The entire city of Atlanta, the entire South is standing on their feet, trying to will the Braves into the World Series. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And swung on and ripped over to Dansby Swanson. Dansby's got it. He fires over first. Baby, sound the trumpets. Do the job through the streets. Your Atlanta Braves are headed to the World Series. And the place is going bananas.
A
Although edited, tonight's thriller contains suspense and violence which may be unsuitable. Parental discretion is advised.
You're in Braves country.
Seam heads. Atlanta Braves and San Francisco Giants just about ready to get underway. Atlanta Braves wearing their home whites, Braves across the chest, in navy outlined in red. Same with the tomahawk down below, striped in gold. And the San Francisco Giants are wearing their road grays. San Francisco across the chest in black, outlined in orange. Black ball cap, interlocking SF in orange. Luis Arias is approaching the plate. J.R. Ritchie. The Atlanta Braves will also be wearing a blue ball cap, red bill, and the white A representing the city of Atlanta and your Atlanta Braves since 1871, from Boston to Milwaukee to the A. 16 world titles, 23 divisions, and 22 pennants. As we get set, and the 3D kicks in, I believe we've got it ready to roll. We do, and yes, sir, it is baseball time in Braves country. J.R. Ritchie coming set and ready to bring one to the plate. And the first pitch is right there on the outer edge for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Outside wide. 1-1. The 1-1 count. Misses. Ball 2-1. Infield playing back and to the right. The 2-1 pitch. Bang foul down the first base line towards the dugout. And we'll do it again. It's 2-2. Braves nothing, Giants nothing. Game 2 of a 2-game set. Braves dropped the first game 7-2 as the Giants pulled an okey-doke on the Braves, and more on that in a second. The 2-2. Brings it outside, high and wide, ball 3. So a full count. Luis Arias, whose number one goal is always to get on base any way he can. Standing in on the payoff pitch. Way outside, wide, pitch out territory, ball 4. So he'll head on down to first, 1 on and nobody out. Tonight's starter, Robbie Ray, was pushed up to this morning to complete the game where the Giants had the 3-2 lead, and he did that and how through 6 1/3 shutout innings. And the Braves dropped a tough one, 7-2. First pitch to Bryce Eldridge is a changeup on the outer edge. It's 0-1. Now, that's the bad news. The good news is they used a couple of their main guys in the back of the bullpen. So most likely they would not be available for tonight's game. And we're not facing Robbie Ray. Instead, we're facing a kid who they're calling up as the pitch is right out there. It's 0-2. The 0-2 curveball misses outside wide, 1-2. And more on him in a second, but he has not pitched in the major leagues this year. He is a southpaw. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. And J.R. Ritchie gets his first strikeout of the night. One away. Big strikeout there to get him a little confidence and get him going here. The other good news for the Braves as far as trying to win this game is they did not use any of their heavy hitters in the back of the bullpen. First pitch on the way is up and in to Matt Chapman. This is high for a ball. It's 1-0. Now, we still have to go out and get the lead and then protect the lead and all that, but it gives you an upper edge heading into the game, in a game where you've got a youngster on the mound. The 1-0. Turns and kicks inside. 96 miles an hour, sinker. Ball 2-2-0. So the first two pitches in on Chapman, trying to jam him. You'd love to get a double play here to get you out of the inning. Chapman, who has 7 home runs on the year, but he's not the fleetest of runners. The 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Sinker down and in, and it's 2-1. Good to see y'all in the chat. Club members, I see Pia and Bodby and GAO. I don't even know how we would pronounce that. NR. GAO. The 2-1. Swing. Belted down the line, but foul into the seats. Mark, Ricky, Ricardo, Trina, good to see you. Oswaldo, James Ray, Nathaniel, Mark, 22, Uncle Charlie, Rosemary, the 2-2 pitch, down and away, ball 3, and it's a full count. We didn't get a chance to do the lineups because we normally try to save the voice on a doubleheader. So our pick to click tonight, we'll go ahead and take Ozzie Albies, and we'll take the Braves to win it. Put some runs on the board and win this one. We'll say 6-3. So a full count now. Gary, David Keith. Good to see everybody here in the chat. Edward Spry. Bobby B. I'm assuming Scotty B's in here somewhere as they flip it over to first to keep the runner close by. Full count to Chapman, runner at first. 1 out. Double play gets you out of it. Standing on deck is Devers. He belted one into the chop house in game 1. John Shealy, Butters. The 3-2 swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw comes down to second. May have had him. Sandy had a pretty good throw, but Ozzie couldn't hold on to the ball as he was trying to swipe to his left. The ball was behind him to the right. So good velocity, but it was not on target, and Arias will have a stolen base. Oh, yeah, he would have had him. He definitely would have had him if he holds on to that ball. But you can understand Ozzie trying to grab it and swipe it real quick. So a runner at second, 1 out, and Rafael Devers at the plate. John Campbell, Randy. The first pitch upstairs for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Brings it. Four-seam fastball high and out of the zone, and it is 1-1. He's gotten a couple of strikeouts, but some of the pitches he's missing well off the plate. Makes you a little concerned. The 1-1 from JR. Down and in, curveball, 2-1. Left-handed power batter Jung-Ho Lee standing on deck. He hit a home run as well in game 1. They went back-to-back. Really put the game out of reach. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Filthy curveball, 2-2. Wisenhunt is the pitcher for the Giants tonight. Carson Wisenhunt. The 2-2. Inside. Spins him around. Some high heat. 98 miles an hour. So a full count as they both step off the bump and off the rubber. J.R. Ritchie, 6'2", 185-pounder, 22-year-old, out of Seattle, Washington. The payoff pitch. Swing, slices it towards left field, and that's down for a base hit. The Giants will grab the first run of the game, and it's 1-0 San Francisco. Throw comes into second, a touch late. So it's an RBI double for Rafael Devers. Just kind of corkscrewed it down the line, barely got in. And once it did, they were off to the races. 1-0 your score. It's one thing that's hurt them the last few days is giving up those early runs, getting the deficit. But we know this offense can bang with the best, so just try to keep it there. As Hefner went out there to talk to J.R. Ritchie real quick. San Francisco 1, Atlanta 0. Jung-Ho Lee, you got to be careful here. A home run threat with Adames on deck. First pitch, well high out of the zone. Curveball, it's 1-0. The 1-0. Turns and kicks. Another curveball misses. Ball 2-0. 25 pitches for JR, so you don't like that so far. The 2-0 from Ritchie. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Giants 1, Braves 0. Top of the first inning. Just getting started here. Michael Harris, for those of y'all wondering, once again not in the lineup. With the back injury, the 2-1 pitch, swing, hammered over to first, and a leap and grab by Matt Olson, and that'll end the inning. Platinum Glove himself standing over there as an iron wall. We'll be back in a flash. 1-0 your score. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Where do you come from? Where do you hail from?
You're in Braves country.
It's always great to hear where everybody's listening here in Braves country. 1-0 your score, and Mauricio Dubon will be leading us off. It'll be Dubon, Baldwin, and Olson, followed by Ozzie, Riley, and Eli. Mateo, Yaz, and Leon are your 7, 8, 9 hitters. Carson Wisenhunt, the pitcher. And the first pitch on the way, outside wide. Down and away, it's 1-0. Rosemary, it's J.R. Ritchie. I guess you're just joining us. I thought I saw you earlier, though. The 1-0, down and away, ball 2, 2-0. So a 2-0 count. Pitch down and out of the zone, ball 3, 3-0. The 3-0. Just grabs the inner track, 3-1 with the four-seam fastball. The 3-1 to Dubon. Open stance from the right side. Turns away again. It's right down his gullet. Full count. Full count to Doobie. He steps out of the box, trying to work his way aboard. You can usually check, Rosemary, because you're a country club fan, you can check with the emoji that's in the box too, the payoff pitch. Down and in, ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. Which is why I put the JR emoji up there for you. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch to Drake Baldwin is off the plate wide for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Turns and kicks. Swing. Hammers it down the line. Foul first base side. 1-1. So 1-1 count. Swing. Fouls it back. 1-2. The 1-2 from Wisenhunt. Turns and fires. Outside wide. The 2-2. Wisenhunt. Brings it. Swing and a miss. Chase the bender down in the zone, and there's one away. One down, and Matt Olson, the batter. Lefty-lefty matchup. Runner at first. Pitch to Olson is just gets the outer edge. Got a wide strike 1. 0-1. The 0-1. Pulled the change up into the dirt. 2-1. Or 1-1, excuse me. Wisenhunt throws a sinker, a changeup, a slider, and a curve. His last time up, he was throwing that sinker and changeup the majority of the time, coming in at about 85%. Flips it over to first real quick as Dubon's back in time. Then he would mix that slider in at 14%. So realistically, when he's been in the bigs, he's just seen those 3 pitches. The curveball is more of a show-me pitch at 1% of the time. That doesn't mean anything if he's been working on something. The 1-1 pops it up. Lazy fly ball into left field. Coming in, making the running catch from left field is Schmidt, and there's 2 down. Left to right across the outfield for the Giants, it's Schmidt, Gilbert, and Lee. Around the horn, third to first, Chapman, Adames, Arias, and Eldridge is at first tonight, with Devers being the designated hitter. Haas is behind the plate, and, of course, Wisenhunt on the bump. Lefty-righty matchup. The first pitch to Ozzie Albies. Swing! That ball's whistled into center field, and it's down for a base hit. And it's the first base hit of the game for your Atlanta Braves.
I'm the Wiz, I'm the Wiz, I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz and nobody beats me.
Good piece of hitting by Ozzie, staying back on that one. Austin Riley, the batter. First and second, 2 outs. The first pitch drops a change up there at the knees. 0-1. The 0-1. Looks back to runner. The pitch in the dirt. Ball gets away. And both runners will move up 90 feet. And so both runners in scoring position now, and a single would probably take the lead. Austin Riley went 1 for 4 in the opening game, and he did hit a double. It was a leadoff double. Nobody could get him home in game 1. The 1-1 pitch outside wide, ball 2, 2-1. 2-1 count. Eli White is on deck. Mateo in the hole. Braves trail 1-0. The 2-1, swing and a miss. Down and in. 2-2. I don't know what J.R. Ritchie was doing in the dugout a second ago. It looked like he was doing yoga or something, or some primitive form of kung fu. The 2-2 brings it in the dirt. Off the plate. Did he go around? They checked down the first base line, and they said he did not. First base umpire. Rob Drake. So it's a full count, second and third, 2 outs. The payoff pitch. Swing and lifts it high and deep into center field, but it's going to die just before the warning track for a loud out number 3. Braves get a couple on, but can't get them through. We'll be back in a flash here on the BCR Radio Network. Game 2 of the double dip. 1-0 San Francisco.
America, you tricked me. America, you have pranked me. A lot of Americans said to me, why don't you pet a lot lizard? Like it was some kind of exotic animal. I was excited to stroke a lot lizard. Turns out it was, I can't even say it on this video. I will not be doing that.
Is he the most athletic person that you've ever been on a field with?
No, my cousin Junebug. He was a crackhead and good dude though. But he was very athletic because he was still stuff when I came home from college and could never catch him. And he would sell it, and I would have to go get it back at the hood from the drug dealers. He was probably the most athletic, my cousin Junebug. But next to that, I think it was both.
The great number 7, Mickey Mantle.
The Knick didn't have much pressure on him in 51. After all, he was just succeeding Joe DiMaggio.
It's hard to imagine any team seamlessly passing the baton from one all-time great player who will always be in the discussion of the greatest center fielders of all time to another who is also in that same discussion.
He could run, he could throw, he hit well from both sides of the plate, right or left. Mantle, he was the best player of our era.
Certainly baseball's greatest switch hitter, Mantle stunned fans and players alike with his tape measure home runs.
You could close your eyes with Mickey Mantle at bat during batting practice, and the sound of the ball coming off his bat was different.
Mantle was such a stallion in the outfield, it's hard to believe he played most of his career on balky knees.
He hurt his knee in 51, and he played the rest of his career without a real good leg, and that was unbelievable that he played as well as he did with that kind of an injury.
I couldn't have stood it if I thought I was sitting on the bench and Whitey Ford was pitching a shutout game and we was getting shut out. If I could have been out there and maybe hit a home run or made a catch or something to help him and I didn't do it, that would have bugged me to death. So I would like to be remembered as a team man. I think I was.
J.R. Ritchie will go back to work as we begin the top of the second inning. First pitch is a strike upstairs, sinker. Top shelf tequila, it's 0-1. The 0-1, Willie Adames digging in. Pitch, swing, lifted, high, deep, going back on the track, and that ball's going to clear the fence, and it's 2-0 San Francisco. So just like that, after the Braves failed to score with their golden opportunity last inning, San Francisco hits a solo shot, and it's 2-0. 400 feet, they say that cleared, going into the bullpen out there in left. And the Giants out to the early lead. You hang a slider there, middle of the plate in the major leagues, you're normally not going to get it back. First pitch is a sinker to Casey Schmidt. It's 0-1, the 0-1. Punches it out to right field. That's going to drop down for a base hit. And it's a single. Almost said leadoff single because there is nobody out, but one run's already across. So trouble brewing here for J.R. Ritchie. Just got to get some deep breaths and let the game come to him. As Gilbert coming to the plate. Drew Gilbert takes the first pitch. Curveball, first strike, it's 0-1. Drew Gilbert, you don't see many guys this size in the major leagues. 5'9", 195 pounds. "25-year-old out of St. Paul, Minnesota, the 0-1. Misses high, 1-1. He was drafted in the first round by the Houston Astros out of the University of Tennessee. He's a volunteer. The 1-1 count. Infield back into the right. The pitch, down and in. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Brings it, swing, chops it off the plate, and we'll do it again. Braves trail 2-0. Early going here in the second inning. The 2-2 from Ritchie. Swing, chopper over to second. It's going to be a 4-6 put out to get the lead runner one away. The speedy Gilbert was never going to get caught going down the line on that slow developing double play. By the way, did I call it or did I call it? The extra pitcher that was grabbed for tonight's game to be added was Carlos Carrasco. They moved Spencer Strider to the 60-day IL to make the move as the first pitch. Inside, almost gets him in the noggin. It's 1-0. Haas bends out of the way. I think he was almost trying to get hit. He went straight down, but he didn't actually get out of the way. He thinks the ball hit him. Maybe that's why he thinks the helmet can't. Well, the helmet came off, and it might have touched the helmet, but I don't think it was on his head at the time. They are challenging it. If it's still touching his head, they're going to give it to him. So we may have a hit by pitch here. Like I said, he went straight down instead of getting out of the way like most folks will do. Haas believes it touched his helmet, and it was because his helmet was falling off, but if it is touching his head, it's still technically a part of his uniform. It's not a great rule, but you can understand why they do it. And so they optioned Anthony Molina, who pitched the tail end of the game today, so he's gone. They also selected Yair Camargo to the Major League roster and named him the 27th man. To make room, they DFA'd Hunter Stratton. They're still challenging this. I don't know what the holdup is. I mean, it definitely looks like it hit his helmet. I'll put that big word salad in the chat if you want to read it again. But that's what the Braves did prior to this game tonight, in between games 1 and 2. Good Lord, were they asleep in the booth when this took place? Somebody's running back from the bathroom right now. I hate the fact that they DFA'd Hunter Stratton because he's gotten some valuable innings, but I'm sure they know better than we do as far as what he's looked like recently. So, but the Spencer Strider thing's not a shock because I told you last night when they said that he's being shut down for 4 weeks, that's bare minimum 2 months that he won't be here because he's going to have at least a month of building his arm back up. So in a perfect world, he's back in 60 days. I don't think he's going to be back in 60 days. If we see him, I believe it's going to be in August. And if we don't see him by mid-August, you can pretty much bet they're going to shut him down. Good Lord, this is taking a long time. Flip a coin. Rob Drake, they're saying the call stands. I think they just didn't have enough to. It looks like it goes right, skips right off the helmet, but there just wasn't enough to overturn it. So, anyways, it'll be a 1-0 count, runner at first and 1 out. He's the number 9 hitter, so the top of the order is due up after him. Double play would get you out of the mess. The 1-0 pitch. Sinker misses, 2-0. The 2-0 count. Brings it. Throw down and away. Here comes the throw down to second base. And Leon fires it to second. Smoke him if you got him. He got him. Good defensive play there by Sandy Leon. He never gets a base hit. We just need to play his his hit sound. He threw an absolute pea down there to second base, and there's 2 down.
I got a surprise. Sandy! What are you doing here?
3-1 count.
Rockin' and rollin', rollin' and rockin' and rockin' and rollin', rollin' and rockin' and... Sandy!
The 3-1, swing and a miss over the top. Full count. Full count to Haas, 2 outs, nobody on. Really changes the inning per se. The 3-2 outside wide ball 4, but J.R. Ritchie loses the number 9 hitter, walks him, and he'll head down to first, the top of the order coming up. He struck out 2, but he's walked 2. Remember, that's what got him sent down last time. He had 5 walks. Luis Arias coming to the plate, digging in. First pitch. Blam. Blasted. Deep into right field, and it's going to double the score, 4-0. And just like that, a walk and a blast, and they've got a 4-run lead. Unbelievable. He threw a pitch right down Main Street. You can't do this in the major leagues. It was a 95-mile-an-hour sinker that they were gunning for the outside part of the plate, but he drifted it inside, and it was right in his wheelhouse. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Curveball down and in. 1-1. 1-1 count. Inside, down and in. 2-1. Pitch swung on, chopped down the first base line, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch, swing, lifts it, high and deep into center field, going back on the track, making the leap at the wall, and that ball's gone. And it's another solo shot. And it is now 5-0 Giants. He's getting absolutely pummeled out there. He keeps leaving pitches well over the plate, and you can't do that, especially at the top of the order. I mean, that pitch was, you might as well have set that on a tee. Dubon, hell of a job trying to leap there at the wall. It just got past his outstretched glove. Maybe 2 feet closer, and he robs one. Sinkers upstairs to Matt Chapman. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing, chopper back to the mound. Ritchie's got it. He'll flip it to Olsen, and that'll end the inning. But out before San Francisco puts 4 on the board. It's 5-0. Bad guys. We'll grab the bats when we return. Eli and Mateo lead us off in the bottom of the second.
What's for dinner? Hey, Chef, what's for dinner?
My favorite. What's for dinner?
Get in my belly!
Blob, the Blob, Blob Barker, Blob of the Hut, and Rub-a-Dub Chub.
What do you want for dinner?
I don't care.
1 large jambalaya, please. Jambalaya?
Biggie can't fit through doorway.
Oh, this is fantastic.
You got my shirt at the Big and Tall shop? When did I make the crossover?
I can't feel my hands.
You gonna eat your cornbread? It's the wood that makes it good.
Oh my God, I'm fatter than the skipper.
No and then! And then! No and then! And then! No and then! And then! No and then! And then!
I
refuse to play your Chinese food mind games.
You sure you know what you're doing?
Yeah, Chinese food seems kind of complicated.
Well, maybe for a less experienced chef.
That ketchup?
It's just a base. You don't understand cooking.
Hey, you know what? I just figured out what I want for dinner. A nice hot bowl of shredded stew.
Gazpacho, por favor.
Por favor.
I'm part Spanish.
Adios, muchacho.
Maybe you're getting cheese ball syndrome.
I love broccoli. It's good for you.
Then maybe you'd like to have a piece.
Vile weed!
Hurry up and munch those fries. We've got to get back to work soon.
One large crab bisque to go.
You want bread? You're pushing your luck, little man.
Huh, you know what? I'm sorry. I've had shredded stew before, and it sure as diddly didn't taste like that.
I'll tell you what, a refill on this delicious exotic tea.
That's duck sauce.
That is good.
We're trying to lose weight.
Fatty McButterpants.
Lay off there, I'm starving.
I'm gonna order some pizza.
A little neighborhood joint called Domino's.
Domino's?
Everybody enjoying the food so far?
Oh my God, yes. We're gonna come tomorrow night and every other night for the rest of our lives.
Oh, and don't cheap out on the tip. We all know you're loaded now.
What's for dinner?
Back, first pitch upstairs to Eli White. Called for a strike. It's 0-1. Lefty-righty matchup. The 0-1 pitch. Change up. Down and in. 1-1. Eli White batting .229 on the year. Braves trail 5-0, but still a long way to go. 8 innings of offense to play with. The 1-1 swing and a miss. Change up coming out of his shoes. It's 1-2. The 1-2 from Wisenhunt. Swing. Bangs it foul towards the top facade over the first base dugout. The 1-2 just below the knees. Good take on that changeup. The 2-2. Got a piece of that changeup down and away, and we'll do it again. The Phillies have lost already. The Mets have won. Those games are in the books from much earlier today. Phillies lost 12-4. The Mets won 9-1. The 2-2 pitch, swing, slices it towards right field, and that ball's going to get down for a base hit. So a leadoff single by Eli White, and let's get it going.
Cursed be the ground for our sake. Both thorns and thistles it shall bring forth for us.
Jorge Mateo standing in, lefty-righty, first pitch. Upstairs for a strike, it's 0-1. Starts him off with the four-seam fastball. Earlier today, the Dodgers knocked off the Rays and the Diamondbacks beat the Angels. The 0-1 pitch, swing, lifts it into very shallow right center field. Catching the ball over his shoulder is Arias. F4, one away. The Red Hot Nationals lost today. They dropped one to the Royals 6-2. We'll do the full scoreboard here in a little bit. The first pitch on the way to Mike Yastrzemski is fouled away. It's 0-1. They just showed a replay of a catch that the Yaz made with San Francisco. I guess it was last year. That I do remember the catch. I don't remember if it was last year or not. What a phenomenal catch is the 0-1 pitch. High and outside the zone, 1-1. He went diving into, they have a netting down the right field line there in San Francisco in their home park. And they have a netting down there that separates the crowd from the field. And he dove into the netting like a big fish that took the 1-1, misses high, 2-1, and held on to the ball. A hell of a catch. 2-1 count to the Yaz. Infield back and to the right. Lefty, the pitch. In the dirt. 3-1. Sandy Leone stands on deck. Mauricio Dubon in the hole. The 3-1 to the Yaz. Upstairs, misses high, ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. And your Atlanta Braves got something cooking here in the bottom of the second.
That's it. Yes. Put everything on it. Don't hold back anything.
Yabba, dabba, do. Yahoo!
2 on, 1 out. Sandy Leone. I know it sounds crazy, but as bad as he's been, I would seriously think about bunting here with Sandy. Keep him from knocking into a double play. They also added the extra catcher. You almost want to pinch hit for him. It's so early, but trailing by 5. Maybe he'll luck into one. Batting .095 on the year, lefty-righty. The pitch. Check swing, went around on the changeup. It's 0-1. Either that or, as the old saying goes, strike out to keep the rally going. The 0-1. Dubon stands on deck. Brings it. Swing and a miss. Another changeup, 0-2. Braves trail 5-0. Tying run is in the hole. The 0-2 from Wisenhunt. Swing, chopper, back towards the mound. A slow dribbler. Sandy's trying to beat it out, and he's just too slow. They'll get him on a 4-3, but that basically worked as a bunt. And we've got runners at second and third and 2 outs. You couldn't draw up a better bunt than that. Sandy had any lick of speed, he's beating that out. They had such a long way to go. And it'd be up to Dubon to come through. Lefty-righty matchup. In the first pitch, swing, belts it towards deep left field, going back on the track, making the catch at the wall. Banging into the wall for a loud out, number 3. So close, but yet so far. We'll be back in just a flash. The Braves trail 5-0.
Everything productive today. I'm going to go out. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to get done. It's pouring rain. This. I'm getting drunk.
Join the Country Club today. Help support Braves Country Radio. Join the Country Club today.
Every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen, in the damn refrigerator, eating up all the food, all the chicken, all the pig feet, all the collard green, all the hog maws.
So I've heard it said you could walk up to any white girl, stop her, look in her eyes and say, "I'm sorry about what Josh did to you." And it'll ruin her day because every white girl hates a guy named Josh.
You knew when you went to the game that he would do something spectacular.
Willie Mays gets a great ovation from the crowd.
Nobody could do the whole package like Willie Mays.
This ultimate 5-tool player was best summed up by his first big league manager.
There's only 5 things you can do to be great, and that's hit with power, run, field, and throw. Mays could do it all.
Along with his great ability was he just seemed to be having a time of his life out there.
Every time I went on the field, I enjoyed what I was doing. And I enjoyed throwing out people. I enjoyed hitting a home run.
A home run for Willie Mays.
He understood that the game demanded more of him than mere excellence.
I gave everything I had. My father, he said, defense is the #1 thing in baseball.
That advice led Willie Mays to make the most iconic fielding play in baseball history.
Welcome back. First pitch from J.R. Ritchie is high and out of the zone to Rockfield Devers. It's 1-0. Braves trail 5-0. The 1-0 from Ritchie. Nowhere near the plate. Ball 2-0. The 2-0 count. Ritchie standing in and bringing it. Curveball, pitch out territory, 3-0. It might be time to start warming up Cookie Carrasco. The 3-0 pitch right there, 3-1. You hate to see it for the kid because he's got good stuff. You know the future's bright. But you're almost a little worried about ruining him. Is the 3-1. In the dirt, ball 4. And Devers goes down to first with the leadoff walk. He came in the Mets game in long relief and pitched 5 scoreless innings and actually looked pretty good. He was hitting the spots. But this is very reminiscent of the game against Miami that sent him down. The first pitch is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. In the game against Miami back on May 18th, he gave up 5 hits in 4 innings, 5 runs that were earned, 6 total. And they were clubbing them left and right. The pitch right there, it's 0-2. Got a piece of Jung-Ho Lee. Just to foul it off his instep. He says he's good to go, so we're back to the action. But if you look at May 13th and May 4th, the 2 starts previous to that, he had a total of 9 walks. The 0-2. Sends it towards the dugout. The 0-2 pitch. Wild pitch goes to the backstop, nowhere near the zone. And Devers will walk up to second base with ease. And they've got runner at second, nobody out. The 1-2 chops it foul down the first base line. We'll do it again. So all in all, this year he has thrown, counting the game here, he has thrown 34 innings and has walked 23 batters. The 1-2 pitch. Check swing, fouls it towards the backstop. That pitch was up and in, just hit his bat barrel. The 1-2. Swing, lifts it. High and deep into left field, making the run towards the foul line. Sliding grab over there by Eli White, and there's one down. Good defensive play by Eli. Willie Adames is coming to the plate. Remember, he hit a solo shot his first time up, 400 feet towards left field. Righty-righty matchup, runner at second, 1 out. Braves trail 5-0, top of the third, the first pitch. Drops a curve right there It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing, fouls it straight back. 0-2. You got Perez and Sale going the next two nights, so you should be pretty good as far as starting pitching is concerned on those nights, which means if you can climb back into this game, you can get aggressive with that bullpen. The 0-2. Swing, rips it over to short. Mateo throws it over to third. Riley makes the grab. Diving tag, and he'll get Devers at third. 2 down. Good throw by Mateo, and an even better tag by Riley. It's kind of a dangerous play because if you don't get him, then there's runners on the corners and nobody out. But Mateo put a perfect P to Riley, and he had to make a diving tag, but he made it perfectly to give us 2 outs. Righty-righty matchup here. The first pitch on the way. Swing, pops it up, and this should get us out of the inning. Who wants it? Eli calling off Dubon, and that'll end the inning. So a good defensive play by the Braves. Keeps runs off the board this time. Let's see if we can put someone on. Braves trail 5-0.
Then, just like that.
Out-of-town scoreboard looks like this tonight in Major League Baseball, Wednesday, June 17th. They're in Fenway, and the Blue Jays lead the Red Sox 2-0 going to the 5th inning. Yankees 4-3 over the White Sox. They're in the bottom of the 3rd. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the Brewers, who the Braves will see this weekend, 3-0 over the Guardians heading to the 2nd inning. Cubs and Rockies just getting underway at Wrigley, top of the 1st, scoreless. Later on tonight, you got the Pirates at the A's at 9:40. Also at 9:40, they're in Seattle, Washington, and the Mariners host the Orioles. Earlier this afternoon, all these games are in the books. Mets 9-1 over the Reds in Cincinnati. Marlins 12-4 of the Phillies in Pennsylvania. They were in your nation's capital today, and the Royals took down the Nationals 6-2. Giants 7-2 winners over the Braves in Game 1 of the Double Dip. Astros 4-2 winners over the Tigers in Houston. And the Padres beat the Cardinals 6-1. Dodgers over the Rays 5-4, and the Diamondbacks clear the Angels 8-1 in the desert. That's your out-of-town scoreboard. First pitch on the way. Drake Baldwin is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Lefty-lefty matchup. Wisenhunt back to work. The 0-1. Chops the slider foul off the plate. It's 0-2. They couldn't have designed this better for Wisenhunt. Kid coming up, making a spot start out of the minors, and you give them an early 5-0 lead. The 0-2, southpaw, turns and brings it. Caught looking, strike 3, got to swing the bat. 1 away. Backwards K onto the scoreboard. And there's 1 down here in the bottom of the 3rd. 5 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Giants. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for your Atlanta Braves. Braves come into today's action 20 games over 500 at 46-26. The Giants 30-43. First pitch swinging by Matt Olson. He'll give that at bat away as a dribbler goes to first. G3, 2 down. 2 very quick outs, and Ozzie Albies will come to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with the single. One of just 2 base hits for the Braves. The other one from Eli White. Ozzie batting .278 on the year. An OPS just south of 800 is the first pitch down and away. Taken for a ball, it's 1-0. The 1-0, outside wide ball 2-2. Whizzing Hunt at 45 pitches. The 2-0 pitch. Pops it up. Can of corn into left field. When it finally comes down, the easy catch is made by Schmidt, and the Braves go down 1-2-3. We go to the top of the 4th, trailing 5-0.
Afternoon, everybody.
What a day. I use a drink. Nothing like a cold one after a long day, huh?
So, how much do you drink?
I'd say I'm good for about 10 or 12.
10 or 12 a week? That's not bad.
Well, a week.
You drink 10 or 12 beers a day?
You counting beers too?
How reckless of me. I made you all wet.
Yes, but my martini's still dry.
She turned out to be a part-time model and a full-time pickpocket. Oh, yeah. I've been known to drink a beer or two. But then again, I've been known to do a lot of things.
You drinking anymore?
Oh, me? No, I quit drinking, dude.
You never gonna drink again? Nope. You wanna stop at the bar by the Chinese restaurant? Just get a quick shot, me and you, and then we'll go? Yeah, the bar they got in the back.
Oh, the Chinese bar? Okay. What's shaking?
All 4 cheeks and a couple of chins.
I thought you said they didn't have alcohol.
Run back to your mix master. Cook up a few more of these.
Cigarette?
No, I never touch them.
Yeah. I suck them down like Coca-Cola.
I expose people to magic. I expose them to something they're never otherwise going to see in their boring, normal lives. And I gave that to them. I may forget about them tomorrow, but they'll live with that memory for the rest of their lives. And that's a gift, man.
One of the women said that she was afraid she might OD.
I thought that was a lemon drop. I didn't think it was tequila.
What's that got to do with me?
You and me are gonna have a small talk later on.
I'll be busy thinking of things to say.
Doesn't your wife ever complain that you never spend any time with her?
Would you?
Could you keep it down to a low roar? Some of us have to work.
Put that money down, pal.
Yeah, I'll be ready.
There goes the 2 weeks at camp. I promised the kids this summer.
My birthday, give me a beer, stick a candle in it, and I'll blow out my liver.
Here's to feeling good all the time.
Perfect. Cheers.
Cheers.
This crowd's back into it now.
5-0 your score. Braves trail San Francisco. J.R. Ritchie back out there to eat another inning. First pitch on the way is upstairs to Gilbert, taken for a strike, sinker. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Drew Gilbert 0 for 1 on the day with the fielder's choice. Brings it. Swing. Lifts the ball out to right field. Making the sliding catch is the Yaz. Nice play out there by Mike Yastrzemski, and there's one away. One up, one down, and Haas, the batter, the number 9 hitter. He's playing behind the backstop today, and the first pitch is upstairs for a ball. Just misses high, four-seam fastball, 1-0. J.R. Ritchie about to throw his 70th pitch. I don't know if he'll make it out there to the 5th, but hopefully he can get through this one unscathed. The 1-0 outside wide ball, 2-2 now. It'll be Perez tomorrow, and then we got the big matchup on Friday, Mizorowski versus Sale. You don't want to miss that one. The 2-0. Swing, chopper over to short. Mateo flips it to first. Be a 6-3 putout and quickly 2 down. On Saturday, another good pitching matchup, assuming that Bryce Elder can get back to where he was earlier in the year. It's Elder versus Kyle Harrison. If you haven't seen Harrison pitch before, he is a great young pitcher that the Brewers got in a trade. I don't know why anybody would ever trade with the Brewers. It's like trading with the Rays, man. You trade with the Brewers or the Tampa Bay Rays, you're probably getting took. The 1-0 to Arias. Pitch misses outside. 2-0. He's walked and he has hit a 2-run home run. He has scored in both of his at-bats. So 2 runs and 1 home run and 2 RBIs and a walk. The 2-0 down and in 3-0. Good Lord. Three-0 count. Ritchie turns and burns. Right down the pipe for a strike. 3-1. This is not the part of the schedule that you want to be playing with your food and not getting wins, because 3-1 right there at the knees. Full count. Though we do have a healthy lead in the division. After this homestand, we've got to go on a 6-game road trip out to San Diego and San Francisco, and those are always tough series no matter how those teams are playing. Full count as the ball's fouled away. The payoff pitch. Ritchie brings it. Swing, pops it up. And he'll finally solve Arias as the ball's going to be caught by Eli, calling off Mateo out there in shallow left, and that'll end the inning. Giants go down 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Trailing by 5 here in Braves country.
What a f***ing night. Get your keys. Get your keys. Get your keys. You got a piece of cutter.
I don't know who needs to hear it, but check it out. Tell me if I'm lying. It's nothing more sexier than a woman touching her lips together and shutting the f*** up.
Hello, I'm Brooks Robinson. As third baseman for the Baltimore Orioles, I guess you might say I should know something about hot corners.
He sure did. For 23 seasons, Hall of Famer Brooks Robinson was the Orioles' third baseman, where almost nothing got by him.
Plug in the biggest vacuum cleaner you could find and just turn it on, because everything that was hit close to it sucked it up.
Brooks Robinson of the Orioles is such a magician with his glove that they call him Mr. Impossible.
My first year in big league camp, I saw him taking ground balls, and it looked like they hit 100 ground balls at Brooksy. His uniform was all dirty, and I went up to him and said, "Hey, Brooksy, you got 7 gold gloves. Why are you taking all them ground balls?" And he said to me, "Son, how do you think I got those 7 gold gloves?"
Brooks went on to win an incredible 16 straight, reflecting his stature as the best defensive third baseman of all time.
Mr. Impossible grabs it for a dazzling play.
But he also won an MVP award in 1964 when he hit .317 and banged out 28 home runs. A member of 18 All-Star teams, he was someone you could count on in the clutch. And Robinson certainly did step up his game in the playoffs, helping lead the O's to the World Series 4 times, where in 1966, they won it all. In the 70 Fall Classic, he hit .429 and was the series MVP.
Join the country club today. You'll have access to badges, one-of-a-kind emojis to display your Braves pride throughout the ball game. Welcome back, Port Braves Country Radio. Join the country club today. Wisenhunt fires the first pitch down the bottom of the zone to Austin Riley, called for a very low strike. No challenge. It's 0-1. The 0-1 just misses the outer edge, four-seam fastball. 1-1. Austin Riley 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. He's batting .203 on the year. The 1-1. Change up, down and in, and it is 2-1. The 2-1 pitch, swing. Hits it hard into center field. That's down for a base hit. And it's a leadoff single.
Blue, you're my boy!
For Austin Riley and your Atlanta Braves. Good hard hit ball. Smokes it. Good job by Gilbert cutting that off at the pass. So let's see if that leads to something. Eli White, your batter. The infield back into the left. The first pitch is a four-seamer. Right there on the inner track, it's 0-1. The 0-1, outside wide, 1-1. So 1-1 count. Swing, chopper down the line. The 1-2. Swing, rolls it over towards short. It's going to be a 6, 4, 3. Attempt at a double play, but Eli White way too fast to get that turned, and there's one down. So they get the lead runner. I don't know what Arias was trying to tell Adames, but I think he might have been saying that was too close. You should have just went to first. Jorge Mateo, the batter. First pitch on the way. Check swing into the dirt. Went around. It's 0-1. Looking for a big hit here is Mateo at the plate, and the Yaz is on deck. The 0-1. Swing, slices it towards right field, and that's going to be a fly ball out. F9, 2 down. Two up, 2 down. I know you're trailing by 5 and it's unconventional, but I would like to see Eli White try to steal a base here, get in scoring position, just put some pressure on the defense. First pitch is in the dirt, taken for a ball, 1-0, especially with Sandy Leon on deck. It feels like you either got to get extra bases or you're going to have to get Eli to steal second. The 1-0. Kicks and fires. And pop up. Left field. And that it does end the inning. Braves get one on, but nothing doing. We go to the top of the 5th. Trailing by 5 here in Braves country.
War's over, man. Drop the big one.
Well, since when are you the pudding kind?
What? Over? Did you say over? Nothing is over until we decide it is. And it ain't over now. Who's with me? Let's go!
I don't have to tell you things are bad. It's depression. Everybody's scared. Punks are running wild in the street. The air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. I want you to get mad. Will you fight? No! We will run, and we will live.
Shame on you. This could be the greatest night of our lives. You're gonna let it be the worst.
In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself. And after what you've gone through, if you haven't done that by now, it ain't gonna never happen.
Wretched slugs. Don't any of you have the guts to play for blood?
I'm your huckleberry.
I'll put you out of your misery.
Say wham.
You gotta say, damn it, my life has value.
And I'm gonna stay right here and fight for this lost cause.
Intruder.
Yes, you're an intruder. I was having a perfectly nice trip until you walked into my life.
Hey! Just lying around.
I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore.
Right. Psychotic, but absolutely right. We gotta take these bastards.
Are they yelling in Atlanta?
Are they yelling in Atlanta? I'm as mad as hell.
They're yelling in Atlanta.
Son of a we struck the mother load.
I'm mad as hell.
I'm mad as hell.
I'm not gonna take it anymore.
And this crowd's back into it now.
I didn't think you had it in you.
You look like somebody just walked over your grave. Play for blood, remember?
Fuck, I missed some.
Yeah, we're all officially kicked out of school.
That makes sense.
Back, righty-lefty matchup as J.R. Ritchie tries to eat another inning. First pitch to the number 2 hitter, Bryce Eldridge. The outside wide. For a ball, it's 1-0. The 1-0 turns and brings it. Curveball down and in. 2-0. 2-0 count. Swing. Lifts it high and deep into center field, going back on the track. Making the catch at the midway through the warning track for a loud out number 1 is Mauricio Dubon. He was starting to slow his trot down like he's about ready to climb that wall again. This time the wind kept the ball in. First pitch, curveball, misses inside for a ball to Matt Chapman. It's 1-0. 1-0. Slider right down the pipe, 1-1. One count, swing, chopper down the line. 1-2. Braves trail 5-0. The 1-2 pitch. Outside wide, changeup well wide of the plate, 2-2. Infield playing back and to the left. The outfield deep and straight away. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 3 on the day for J.R. Ritchie, and there's 2 down. Two down, and Rafael Devers to the plate. Infield back and to the right for the power hitting left-handed bat. First pitch, swing, fouls the cutter. Got a piece of Sandy Leon whizzing by. It's 0-1. Milwaukee 5-0 lead over Cleveland in the 4th. Braves better get ready, and maybe that's what they need as a challenge, but that's a good baseball team coming in here on Friday night. The 0-1 swing and a miss. It's 0-2. 0-2 count. Thankfully, our stoppers on the mound tomorrow. Martin Perez, the 0-2 in the dirt, 1-2. Ball almost got him in the foot. They checked down the line, but he didn't go around. The 1-2 pitch. Caught, looking, strike 3. No, they called that a ball? I believe Sandy Leon's going to challenge this. And here is the ABS challenge. And that looked like, yeah, he got him. He got him for sure. Smoke him, baby. Strike 3. Sandy Leon challenges that. About 75% of that ball was in the zone. Unbelievable. We'll be back in a flash. The Braves trail 5-0.
I heard that corduroy pillows are trending. They're really making headlines.
You know it's hot out here when you walk outside and you just start looking at the environment crazy. Damn, this sweat gonna be everywhere. It's gonna be dripping down your crack. You be like, ooh, you nasty. Ugh.
Greatest center fielders of all time.
Tiger Stadium, that was the stadium that Cobb built. Thousands of people swamped the park every day and every game to see Cobb play and wonder what miracle he'd perform next.
Cobb was a demon on the base paths and a wizard with the bat.
He did lead the league in batting average 12 times in a 13-year segment. Now, think about that. Nobody in baseball history has had a 13-year segment in which they led the league 12 times. He did it in what was the most important category of his day.
Cobb owned the all-time hit record for more than half a century. His numbers were the product of his passion for the game.
Ty Cobb was a player that did everything hard. As soon as he got his uniform on, he was a different man. He hit those bases hard, and he went after that pitcher hard all the time. And that's just kind of a ball player he was.
I think he got a pretty bad rap because he was mean and nasty in the early part of his career. It was that competitive fire that made him so great.
You could talk about all you want. I don't care anybody else. Cobb was by far the greatest ball player ever lived.
In 1950, there was a poll of who the greatest players were in various sports. Ty Cobb was the winner in baseball. He beat out Babe Ruth. And that sort of confirms the original Hall of Fame vote in 1936. Cobb got the most votes, 222, and that's how he was regarded by people who saw him play.
Well, this is a great day in my life. I'm very happy to be here. I feel greatly honored, the privilege of being here.
No problem, Gino. This guy dead dogs. Just lay it in there.
Eat and die, Ricky.
Eat live, Bill.
Sandy Leone is leading us off for some unknown reason. Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way. Right there at the knees. It's 0-1. Four-seam fastball. This seems like the spot that you pinch hit for your catcher, but trailing by 5. The 0-1. This is out high and out of the zone. 1-1. Leone batting .093 on the year. He's 0 for 1 today. Braves do have action in the bullpen as the 1-1 hits the zone. Slider 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Swing punches it over the first base dugout. If you think you're not enjoying this, imagine being stuck at the World Cup game going on right now. Ghana and Panama, 0-0, 75 minutes into that sucker. The 1-2, way outside wide, 2-2. Two count. Brings it. Out and away, ball 3. You wonder if Sandy gets on with a pinch run for him. Probably not. The payoff pitch. And he'll dribble it over towards short. They'll have plenty of time with Sandy running. It'll be a 63 put out, 1 hopper into the glove of Eldridge. 1 away. Yeah, that England game was good. I caught quite a bit of that during the break. It's a pretty interesting ball game. A lot of fireworks for a soccer match. First pitch to Dubon is foul back, slider. It's 0-1. I do enjoy the World Cup. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I enjoy it. I don't watch a ton of soccer outside of the World Cup, to be honest. The 0-1 and the dirt 1-1. If I think about it when it's on, I'll put the English Premier League on. But it's not appointment viewing for me. 1-1 count. Dubon walked in the first trying to work his way aboard. Try to get something going for this offense. The 1-1. Swing, fouls it back. Yeah, but if you don't understand the game, that's why you think there's no offense in it, William. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on in between the goals. It's not like, but you are right. It's not like basketball. It's not easy to score. The 1-2 pitch, swing, whistles it to the backstop. Never known too many basketball fans that like soccer because they're such polar opposites. But I've met a ton of baseball fans that enjoy it because you can see the similarities where their strategy trying to get to the point of scoring. The 1-2 to Dubon. Swing, another high lift towards left field, going back, and more warning track power as he catch it at the wall. 2 down. Oh yeah, big track. I played soccer when I was younger. I understand the rules. I just don't watch it a lot because, man, Dubon slammed his helmet over that. That's the second one tonight that it's died at the wall. I've never seen that much frustration on Dubon before. First pitch is down below the knees for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing, rips it down the line. 1-1. It's not exactly like the... I think why a lot of people struggle with it is because it's a little different than the offsides rules in hockey, and it's kind of hard to separate the two. But without having an illustration, it's kind of hard for me to explain that, especially in the middle of the game. The 1-1. Bounces it to the backstop. 2-1. Drake Baldwin, who hit a home run in Game 1, but it was last night, now has 14 home runs on the year. You think we can talk the Giants into trading us Ron Washington and Jesse Chavez from their pitching staff? The 2-1 count. In the dirt, did he go around? They checked down the line. He did not. 3-1. The 3-1 count. Swing and bangs it right back to the pitcher. It's going to be a 1-3 putout, and that'll end the inning. We go to the 6th. Pretty fast-moving ball game. Braves trail 5-0. Lee, Adames, and Schmidt due up when we return.
So I feel like I can make some money off this idea. So if you get ghosted by somebody, you just call me. I call them. And then we tell them that we just found your dead body and that they were the last ones to be seen with you. And so now they got to come in for questioning.
I didn't go to Vietnam just to have pansies like you take my freedom away from me.
You went to Vietnam in 1993 to open up a sweatshop.
And a lot of good men died in that sweatshop.
Joe DiMaggio had a sense of the game that very few athletes have ever had.
He could throw, he could run, he could hit and hit with power. And made it look easy.
He was my idol. Joe DiMaggio, I thought, was the greatest all-around ball player of all time. He was probably instinctively the best outfielder that ever lived.
He would lope over there to bring it in. He was the smoothest center fielder I ever saw.
Joltin' Joe led the Yankees to 4 straight titles. He had a lifetime batting average of .325 and a streak that may not be matched.
Safe hits in 56 consecutive games, an all-time record.
In 1941, the guy hits in 56 straight games, wins the MVP over Ted Williams, who had 406 that year. And in 621 plate appearances, strikes out 13 times. This is a power hitter.
A truly rare breed that harnessed both power and discipline.
There aren't many people who have home run totals that are that similar to their strikeouts. 361 homers, 369 strikeouts for his career, and more homers than strikeouts in 7 different seasons.
One of the game's all-time greats, who always went all out in playing his way to the pinnacle of his profession.
I saw DiMaggio play 5 years. He never did anything wrong. He was a perfect ball player.
Want to hear a cheer that I heard this morning in the softball tournament?
Katie's on 2 and she's gotta go poo. Bring her home. Bring her home. Sophie's on 3 and she's gotta go pee. Now bring her home. Bring her home.
Welcome back. Carlos Carrasco will come in for the 6th inning for your Atlanta Braves. Cookie brings it. First pitch is swung on and chopped back foul. It's 0-1. Carrasco, 5 appearances, 4 strikeouts, a 3 ERA. The 0-1 swing. Rolls it over to second, backhanded by Ozzie, flips it to first, and just like that, one away. One up, one down. Willie Adames coming to the plate. First pitch on the way is a P at the knees. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Chopper down the line, foul. 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Braves trail 5-0, top of the 6th. The 0-2. Accidental punch swing towards first. Olson's got it, feeds it to Carrasco, covering the bag, and there's 2 away. So the easiest way to explain, what is Mark asking? The easiest way to explain it, Big Truck, would be, and you got to realize, because the game moves slower, because they're not on skates, it doesn't look the same, but it's similar to hockey. But if you're in your opponent's half of the field, as the first pitch check swing, did he go around? He did. It's 0-1. And you're passing it to another player. The ball in that player, meaning he can't touch it if he's behind the second to last defender, which means anybody but the goalie. Whoever that last defender is before you see the goalie. And the reason why they do that is the 0-1's knocked down the line, foul, it's 0-2. It's so you can't just camp someone out down near that part of the field, because then the whole game would be a standstill. The 0-2, down and away, 1-2. So that's the gist of it. One-two count. The idea behind it is that you have to work your way past the last defender with the ball and not hang out and sneak behind. And so hockey's pretty similar, but it's just a little different by the way it's delivered. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Cookie Carrasco puts up a clean inning. Hell, he might end up getting the starting nod here if we don't get better innings out of guys like J.R. Ritchie. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th here in Braves country.
If you've ever looked at a map of the European Union, you'll notice an awkward blob in the middle which doesn't belong to it, and that blob is Switzerland. Switzerland is famously neutral, and in addition to not being a part of the EU, it's also not a member of NATO, and it didn't even join the United Nations until 2002. Hasn't fought a single war in over 200 years. Why is it that Switzerland has been such a stable and safe place for centuries? The answer lies in the geography of Switzerland. The country can be divided into 3 separate parts. In the south are the Swiss Alps, a gigantic mountain range that covers most of Switzerland's territory and separates it from Italy and Austria. To the west and north are the Jura Mountains, a range much smaller than the Alps, but still large enough to separate the country from France. And finally, there is the Swiss Plateau, a basin dotted by rolling hills, rivers, and lakes that is home to most of Switzerland's population. It's no accident that Switzerland's major cities are all located in this region instead of the other two. Switzerland's plan for dealing with a potential invasion from anybody was called the National Redoubt, and it was essentially intended to make any possible enemy look at the map, look at Switzerland, and think to themselves, no thanks. As Switzerland continues to have mandatory male conscription, all men have to serve in the military for 170 days and receive basic training. They enter into the reserves afterwards and keep their rifles at their home. Switzerland has the ability to mobilize over 200,000 soldiers within 72 hours of an emergency being declared. In addition, every road, bridge, tunnel, and railroad in the country has been designed in a way that they can be remotely blown up to deny a possible invader from ever using them. There are over 3,000 of these points that can be blown up inside of the country, including entire mountainsides that can be detonated to cause a landslide to block off entire roads.
Welcome back. First pitch hits for a strike to Matt Olson. It's 0-1. The 0-1 misses high and outside the zone, 1-1. Wisenhunt back out there. The 1-1 pitch. Swing, slaps it over towards the left side of the infield, and that's going to scooch through for a leadoff single for your Atlanta Braves. So, one on and nobody out.
This is not watered down. This is Ice House. Ice House. Smooth as it gets.
You never know what's going to get the bats going. A hit against the shift could be what does it. Bottom of the sixth. Ozzie Albies the batter. First pitch inside almost gets him in the front of the belt. It's 1-0. Yeah, Big Truck, don't pay attention to blue line and all that kind of nonsense, because in soccer, that doesn't matter. I think that's where it gets a little confusing, because in hockey, you've got all the defined as the 1-0 pitch swing. That ball's roasted into left field. Down for a base hit, and Ozzie Albies rocking and rolling. Let's get it going.
I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz, and nobody beats me.
First and second, nobody out. And they're going to have a quick powwow on the mound. What Big Truck, what you're looking about with soccer is that it's got nothing to do with all those lines that are drawn towards the goal. It has to do with if it happens on the second half of the field. So anyways, your opponent's half of the field is what I'm trying to say. So that's the easiest way to explain it, is when you get the ball, but you can start in front of your opponent and then reach the ball, and there's a lot of long passes that happen like that. First pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Riley with the changeup off the plate, it's 0-1. I would say we stopped talking about soccer, but ever since we have the Braves, bats have woken up. The 0-1. Takes and fires. Down and away, 1-1. 1-1 count. Infield back and to the left. The 1-1. Down and away, 2-1. Standing on deck is Eli. In the hole is Mateo. And if you're trying to think about who the Braves have on the bench, Harris, who I don't think is available, but you never know, he might be able to pinch hit. Dominic Smith, Tellez, and Kim. The 2-1 outside wide, 3-1. And then, of course, the catcher that they brought up. But he would probably be used late in the game for defensive purposes. For pinch hitting purposes, we'll say it's Smith and Tellez. The 3-1 count. Brings it. Swing. Hit hard on the ground through the hole, and that ball's going to get to left field. And here comes the throw to the plate, and Matt Olson's going to score, and your Atlanta Braves are on the board, and Austin Riley waking up here on a Wednesday night in Atlanta.
You're my boy, Blue! Blue, you're my boy!
Second hit of the ball game, third hit of the day. June 17th, 2026 might be where Austin Riley finally turns the corner. 5-1 your score, first and second, no outs, and it looks like that's going to be it. Yep, Tony V's going to come get the ball, and that'll end the game for Wisenhunt. We'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country with the tying run standing on deck. JT Brubaker is coming on, the right-hander, with the 36 innings. He's got a 3.00 ERA, 26 strikeouts in those innings. First pitch on the way is upstairs, misses high to Eli White. It's 1-0. First and second, nobody out. The Braves have scored one, trailing 5-1. And you got Eli at the plate and Mateo on deck, who represents the tying run, the 1-0. Outside wide, 2-0. Yastrzemski would follow. And if the Braves had the line moving, you would think this would be where you would pinch hit Leone for Dominic Smith. Is the 2-0. Just misses. Looks like they want to challenge this. So we'll see what happens here. And it is called a strike. So it's 2-1. The 2-1 count. Turns and kicks. In the dirt, 3-1. Eli stepping out of the box, digging back in. Infield back into the left. The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, blew it right by him. It's a full count. That ball came in at 93 miles an hour, but man, the way he was behind it, You'd have thought that was triple digits. Good to see you, Iron Lung. Full count. Swing, fouls it back. We'll do it again on a full count. Mateo on deck. You got good speed on the base paths with Ozzie and Riley. The payoff pitch, swing. Dribbles it over to second. It's going to be a 6-4 put out. I said second, I meant short. It's a 6-4 put out, and there's one away. Fielder's choice, Eli. No chance of getting him on the slow developing ground ball. So he's at first. Ozzie's at third. There's one out. And Dominic Smith, they're going to go ahead and pinch hit Dominic Smith here. So that'll end up using two bodies essentially, because you'll put Smith in for this one chance. And they'll end up using Kim most likely at short going forward. You can understand why they're doing it. You paint yourself into a corner if this doesn't work out is all. Righty-lefty matchup. Digging in. First pitch. Well off the plate. Sinker misses. It's 1-0. One swing could turn this into a one-run game. The Yaz is standing on deck. You really just want to keep the line moving. The 1-0. Down and away. Ball 2-0. So a 2-0 count. By the way, Ghana has actually taken a 1-0 lead over Panama. They're in the 99th minute there. And it looks like it's an injury timeout. So there you go, Big Truck. The 2-0 pitch. In the dirt, 3-0. So a 3-0 count. There's a left-hander warming up in the pen for the Giants. Can't see his jersey number. I might be able to figure it out. Process of elimination. The 3-0 right there for a strike. 3-1. It's either Hentges or Gage. I don't believe that was Miller, but I could be wrong. 3-1 count. Brings it. Sinker right there on the inside track. Full count. But Dominic Smith's going to have to swing the bat here, or at least defend the plate. You got a full count. 2 on, 1 out. The pitch. Swing, lifts it. High into center field. That should score the run from third. Here comes the throw into the infield. And your Braves have cut this to a 3-run game. So not exactly what you want if you're Dominic Smith, but you did get a run home, and we cut the lead down to 3.
This is a time for leaders to step up. Make us believe again.
Welcome to the United States of You Just Got Nominated.
Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way is outside wide to the Yaz. It's 1-0. Welcome in, Scott. Is it Scott Smith? I guess is what that is. I thought it was Scott Smith, but I think it's Scott Smith. The 1-0. Kicks and fires. They're going to flip it over to first real quick to keep the runner close by. Eli White back just in time. He might be trying to scooch into scoring position, but he stayed stationary the last time he was over there, so we'll see what happens here. The 1-0, swing, and fly ball to left field, going back on the track, making the catch at just before the warning track will end the inning. But not before your Atlanta Braves put a couple on the board and at least make this a ball game. We're back in it. We go to the top of the 7th, trailing by 3.
This story is crazy. The mom from the movie Little Big League. Her name is Ashley Crow, also known as Ginny Haywood in the movie. Well, almost 30 years later, Ashley Crow is now the real-life mother to a Major League Baseball player. The Cubs' #1 prospect, Pete Crow Armstrong, was called up to the big leagues and is set to make his big league debut. And his mom, Ashley Crow, is now a mom to an actual big leaguer. Pretty cool.
Where the hell have you been, soldier? Training, sir! Training, sir! What kind of training, son? Army training, sir!
Number 5.
As far as the best pure hitter that I ever covered, hands down, it was him.
Boggs drilled it right to the vacated spot.
He could do anything with a bat at any time.
I'm not so sure that man couldn't get a hit if they turned the lights out in here.
He could place a ball like he had a pool cue in his hand.
Watch him go with the pitch. He was going that way all along.
Facing Wade Boggs, you just pretty much try and throw the ball down the middle with some movement. Hopefully he hits it at somebody. Just an amazing talent.
With 5 batting titles to his name, no third baseman has a higher lifetime batting average than Wade's .328.
He would run his sprints before the game at the same time. He ate chicken every day at the same time, and his swing was the same every day.
He's the first player since 1900 to have 7 straight 200-hit seasons.
He seldom ever wasted an at-bat. He would work the pitching count, he would work the pitcher.
If he didn't like the pitch he was getting, he could literally foul off ball after ball after ball after ball.
After Boggs joined the Yankees later in his career, he captured 2 Gold Glove Awards.
Outstanding play by Wade Boggs.
And in his 15th big league season, he won his first championship. When he moved on to Tampa, Wade made baseball history.
3,000 base hits for Wade Boggs, and he hits a home run to do
it. First pitch from Cookie Carrasco, misses outside for a ball. It's 1-0. The Braves climb back into this one a bit. It's 5-2. The 1-0. Right there at the knees. Sinker. 1-1. One count. Hassan Kim is in at short, taking over for Mateo and Smith. The 1-1 pitch, swing, lifts it high into right field. Underneath it, making the easy catch is the Yaz. F9, 1 away. Eric Haas, the batter, the number 9 hitter standing in. He's 0 for 1 with the walk and a run scored. First pitch is inside. Sinker misses for a ball. It's 1-0. Swing, rolls it towards third. Riley's going to have to barehand it. He will not be able to find the handle on it, and it's going to be an infield single for the Giants. I don't know if he gets him anyways. He had a long way to go. It was the catcher running, but he runs a little better than most catchers. Riley comes up with that. I was trying to see what the runner was at the time, but both replays are focusing on the handle. Luis Arias, the batter, first pitch, misses outside wide, 1-0. Runner on first, 1 out. Infield is double play depth. Back into the right. 1-0. Knocks it foul. First base side towards the dugout past the camera wells. 1-1. The 1-1. Swing. Lifts the changeup towards the left field stands. 1-2. Eldridge on deck. Chapman in the hole. The 1-2. Time is called. He steps out of the box. The 1-2 pitch, swing, lifts it down the line, just foul, up against the screen, in front of the tarps down there in the left field corner. And we'll do it again. Double play gets you out of this mess. Remember, the Braves will be looking at the top of the order. Is the 1-2, swing, dribbles it over to second. It's going to be a 6, 4, 3, just beat out the double play. Good play by Ozzie. He had a long way to go on the shift. So when he caught the shovel from Hassan Kim and he touched second, he turned and fired it to first, but it was such a slow developing play. Araya still with pretty good speed beat it out. Man, that was close. I didn't think there was any prayer that he was going to get him. Righty-lefty matchup. Eldridge down and in. Takes it for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. 2 outs. Top of the 7th. 7th inning stretch coming up. The 1-0 pitch. Swing. Rolls it over towards Olsen, who's standing there waiting for it to come to him. He'll step on the pillow, and that'll end the inning. Braves are back in this one. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Trailing by only 3. Welcome back. Last time we started talking soccer, the Braves started putting runs on the board. England beat Croatia today 4-2. Sam Henkes is coming on, so that's who was warming up in the pen. Wasn't 100% sure. 11 innings so far, the 1.59 ERA. Am I seeing this right? Oh, it's Jair Camargo. I was having a flashback to old Camargo that played for the Braves several years ago. He's coming in to pinch hit for Sandy Leone. Let's see what he's got. If he gets a base rip here, Braves country's going to demand that they DFA Sandy Leone. Jair Camargo standing at the plate, lefty-righty matchup. First pitch is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. He's got 2 home runs down on the farm this year and a .239 batting average, the 0-1. Inside. 1-1. 1-1 count. Brings it. Swing. Chopper down the third base line. Oh, just foul. That ball just bounced foul. Are you kidding me? So close. If it's about an inch or so to the right, that's going to be extra bases because that ball was clack-a-lacking all off the glove of the third baseman. Chapman down there, he couldn't find a handle on it. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Nasty curveball in the dirt, and there's one away. One down, and Dubon comes to the plate. Yeah, I'm at the point where I don't care who they bring in, just anyone but Leon at this point. Just give Camargo a couple of, at least give him a few starts up here to see if he can do better. Mauricio Dubon, the batter, first pitch. Right there at the knees, 4-seam fastball, it's 0-1. Dubon has walked and then 2 deep fly balls tonight. Both very close to leaving the yard. The 0-1. Swing. Hammers it over to second, but it's an atom ball. It's going to be a 4-3 put out. Quickly 2 down. Two up, 2 down. Drake Baldwin, the batter. He's 0 for 3 on the night. Hit his 14th home run last night as he just came off the IL. First pitch, swing. Whistles it down the third base line. It's 0-1. He has struck out twice and then grounded out to the pitcher. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Swing. Fouls the sinker. High and out of play. 0-2. Oh-2 count. Remember, tomorrow night's game, 7:15, first pitch will come on the air about 6:45 to get you set. It's Martin Perez Day. The 0-2 pitch, swing. Slaps it foul. We'll do it again. And Friday night, it's Chris Sale versus The Miz. Big-time showdown. Braves and Brewers start a 3-game set. The 0-2. Henkes flips it up there, and that ball's going to get bounced over to first. It's going to be a 1-3, and that was a quick inning. We'll go to the 8th inning, trailing by 3 here in Braves country.
106 miles from Chicago. Got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses
and losses become wins. You guys going to happy hour? I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
I need a drink.
When buying a beer, buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Afternoon, everybody. Put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription...
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Everybody drink a beer.
Salad. They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to.
This stinks!
Pretty soon we're going to be calling this country.
This is total BS!
Oh, yeah. Me and the Lord. You gotta understand it. We're on a mission from God.
I'm on the radio every day!
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
And you, music lover, you're next.
You're so drunk you can't hit nothing. In fact, you've probably seen a double.
I have 2 guns, one for each of you.
Welcome back. Cookie Carrasco goes back to work. First pitch on the way. Down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Brings it. Right there for a strike. Changeup on the inner cut. 1-1. Camargo staying in behind the plate. The 1-1 pitch. Swing chopper off the plate. 1-2. So what that leaves the Braves with on their bench is Michael Harris and Rowdy Tellez. The 1-2 pitch, chops it, foul. You could see a situation where Harris could hit, but it seems like they're trying to give him the day off after being pulled with the lower back strain from last night's game. We thought that when they were playing the Pirates that one day and he came off the bench for a bases clearing double that ended up being the winning RBIs. He'll foul that pitch out of play, and it's 1-2 once again. Someone's eventually going to steal Cookie Carrasco from us. We keep putting him out there, and he keeps coming back. He's 1-2 inside, 2-2. And he's not a guy that you can put in the rotation, because once you see him through the lineup once or twice, it's going to be curtains. But it's great to have him on a game like this where you need someone to find a way to eat the innings. Is the 2-2. Punches it towards the first base dugout. Do it again. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. He's gone sinker and then 3 consecutive changeups, a cutter back to the sinker, and then a changeup again. The 2-2, swing. Hits it over to Riley. Hard hit ball to third, but Riley's got it. Flips it to Olsen, 5-3. Laser across the diamond, and there's one away. Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to stop you from lighting up in here. Scott, what are you talking about? Is it 420 friendly? You think someone's going to come around with a air freshener? Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch to Rafael Devers. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Can you imagine? think I smell something. The 0-1. Down and in. 1-1. The 1-1 count. 5-2 your score. Braves trail by 3. It's just funny that you asked. I don't know why you're asking. I wouldn't think anybody knows if you're smoking. The 1-1 pitch, swing, hit down the right field line. That's going to bounce off the wall. Dies out the wall. Yaz might have had a chance to get Devers heading to second base. He's not the fleetest of runners, but the ball just died at the wall, almost buried into the corner, and it's a 1-out double for the Giants. I know what he means, Iron. Iron, we're going to have to start testing you. First pitch inside. Upstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Swing, hammers it down the line, foul, 1-1. Just make sure you go outside. The 1-1 count, Jung Ho Lee. Swing. Dribbles it over to second. Ozzy's got it, flips it to Olsen, and there's 2 away. Devers will move from second to third with 2 outs. And Willie Adames coming to the plate. Righty-righty matchup. Cookie Carrasco trying to find a way to get through this inning. One more inning of no-run ball. The first pitch is upstairs for a strike. It's 0-1. Braves still with 2 offensive innings left. And the middle of the order will be due up in the 8th. The 0-1 inside. Got a piece of the bat, punches it foul. It's 0-2. The 0-2 count. Carrasco. This will be pitch number 39. Brings it. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that'll end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's time to score some runs, Braves country. This sucker ain't over yet.
Oh, it's snowing. Isn't that wonderful? I never felt so much like Christmas in all my life. Don't you, Sherry, dear?
Shut your nasty little face!
10 increasingly ridiculous old-timey baseball team names. Okay, next up, Old Aches and Pains. He was called this because he was arguably the greatest hypochondriac to ever play the game. He was really whiny too. He was always complaining about like knee pain, back pain, etc. Number 7, beautiful Dave Bancroft. Yeah, I figured that I knew why they called him beautiful, but I was wrong. He always used to say beauty when he was referring to pitches. He was born in Sioux City, which is right by where I grew up, and he died in Superior, Wisconsin, which I was really excited about because that's where the #1 flying ace fighter pilot of World War II is from. And his name is Dick Bong. Next we have gorgeous George Sisler. He's gonna be a babe too, I bet. It was because of his good looks. Next up, Creepy Crespi. Creepy Crespi. Sources were pretty cagey about why this was his nickname, but the best guess is that it was because he crept around on the ground when he was playing shortstop, like trying to catch the ball. Okay, surely that's the most concerning one. Nope, number 10, Sloppy Thurston. Oh, what a relief. It's because he was always well-groomed and his teammates are
When you rob a store, get a very visible temporary tattoo. When witnesses are asked to describe the robber, they will most likely remember the tattoo, something you don't really have.
Tom Yawkey got the Red Sox at a time when they were at a nadir. You know, the Yankees still held a note.
Tom went through a major renovation of Fenway Park that he began after the season of '33. He closed in the bleachers so that the bleachers extended all the way out to the flagpole, took out the bank that was called Duffy's Cliff, made it the 37-foot wall that we still see today. And of course, in January, another big fire struck, 5-alarm fire that devastated a lot of the work that had been done. but Mr. Yorkie vowed that he would have the ballpark ready for opening day. He hired more workers. It was a Depression era, very difficult time, but he brought in the workers, he paid the money, and on opening day in April of 1934, baseball was played at Fenway Park.
Welcome back. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch to Matt Olson. It's off the plate wide for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Four-seam fastball. 1-1. Matt Olson. 1 for 3. He singled in the 6th inning and got things going. He was the first one to come around and score in this game for the Braves. The 1-1 taking the sinker. 1-2. Henkes still on the mound. They do have a right-hander warming up at the pen, and he may be brought in to face Ozzie and Riley, who are due up next. Looks like that's Ryan Walker. The 1-2. Swing, slices it foul. Ryan Walker was the closer entering the season. He kind of lost that job, and it's been kind of a bullpen by committee, but it looks like they're thinking about bringing him in. The 1-2. Down and away, 2-2. Trying to get him to chase. The 2-2 count. Swing. Laces it into center field, and that's down for a base hit. Just past the outstretched glove of Arias.
Ice House.
Ice House.
Smooth as it gets.
And that's going to do it for the left-hander Henkes. They will bring Ryan Walker in, so the Braves trailing by 3. The tying run is on deck. And here comes the right-hander Walker, and he has struggled with his command this year. Hopefully that continues tonight. Back in a flash. Braves trail by 3. Nobody out here in the 8th inning. Ryan Walker on with a 5.71 ERA. 17 innings. Open stance from the left side for Ozzie Albies, and let's do it. Runner at first, nobody out. First pitch, high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. Walker, 17 innings, 15 strikeouts. 1-0 pitch, down and in, 2-0. He's got a whip of 167, and that's what really tells the tale. 6'2", 215-pounder. The 2-0. Outside wide, 3-0. See someone with that big of a high of a whip, you know that he's constantly putting traffic on the base paths. The 3-0. Right down the middle, taken for a strike. Good take there by Ozzie. 3-1. On deck is Riley. In the hole is Eli White. Olson's at first, nobody out. The 3-1 swing. Bangs a sinker down the line. Full count. The payoff pitch. Infield back and to the right. Swing and a miss at the sinker. Might have been a touch out of the zone, but probably too close to take, and there's one away. One down, and Austin Riley coming to the plate. His sinker really moves more like a splitter when he's got it going well. The first pitch to Riley is a slider right there on the outer edge. It's 1-0. I believe Diddy Fuentes is warming up in the pen. I think that's who I saw. The 0-1. Swing, rips it into left field. That's down for a base hit. And Austin Riley continues the hit parade. His third hit of the night.
You're my boy, Blue! Blue, you're my boy!
He's got his batting average up to 212 now with a 3 for 4. 4 hits in the last 2 games. You know that's got to feel good for Riley. And Eli White, the batter. Righty-righty matchup. Standing on deck is Hassan Kim. In the hole is Camargo. First pitch on the way. Swing, chops it foul. It's 0-1. You still have Tellez and Harris on deck. But unless Harris can go out and play the outfield, it doesn't leave you with a ton of options. The 0-1. Swing. Slices it towards right field. Coming in, making the grab is Lee. And there's 2 down. Two on, 2 out. And Tellez is going to hit for Kim. So it makes you think that maybe Mike can play outfield, but he can't swing the bat, or they don't want him to swing the bat. Rowdy Tellez. I'm sorry, Yastrzemski's in between what is now Tellez. It was Kim and Leone. I think I skipped him. Quick mound visit out there by Justin McCage, the pitching coach of the San Francisco Giants. And Tellez could tie this with one swing. He does have 122 career home runs in 9 seasons. So here we go. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch is a sinker. Touches the outer edge for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Blew the sinker right by him. It's 0-2. 0-2 count. And though he could tie it with one swing, I mean, you'd love to just start knocking into this lead. Even a single here would score a run and make it a 2-run game. The 0-2 outside wide. 1-2. If he gets one down in the gap, Riley's a hell of a base runner, and they'd probably send him. The 1-2 pitch. Swing. Fouls it back. We'll do it again. The 1-2 to Tellez. Brings it. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll end the inning. So the Braves come up snake eyes here. We go to the 9th inning, trailing by 3.
We're a team. One person struggles, we all struggle. One player triumphs, we all triumph.
Well, since when are you the quitting kind?
I don't know. I just don't see the point anymore.
Want to talk about our opponent?
In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself.
They're bigger, faster, stronger, and on paper, they're just better, and they know it too. But I want to tell you something that they don't know. They don't know your heart. I do. I've seen it. You have shown it to me. You have shown yourselves just exactly who you are. When you take that field, you've got to lay that heart on the line. From the soles of your feet, with every ounce of blood you've got, lay it on the line. And if you do that, you cannot lose. We cannot be defeated. How you play today, from this moment on, is how you will be remembered.
Hey! What's this lying around? Well, what was supposed to do, you moron?
What? Over? Did you say over? Where's the spirit? Where's the guts? Huh? Oh, we're afraid to go with you. We might get in trouble. Well, just kick my ass from now on! Not me! I'm not gonna take this!
This is your opportunity to rise from these ashes and grab glory.
Nothing is over until we decide it is! Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Hell no! And it ain't over now! Because when the going gets tough, the tough get going! Who's with me?
Could fight him with conventional weapons. That could take years. I think we have to go all out.
Want to talk about our opponent?
He's a dead man!
This situation absolutely requires
our opponent.
Dead!
A really futile and stupid gesture be done on somebody's part.
Our opponent.
Dead! We're just the guys to do it. Let's go!
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Excuse me. Gotta take my first step toward the Hall of Fame.
And this crowd's back into it now.
Personally, I think we got hosed on that call.
Welcome back. Cookie Carrasco back to work. First pitch. Down and in. Misses for a ball. It's 1-0. The right-handed bat of Casey Schmidt, who's 1 for 3 with a single in the second. 15 home runs on the year, the 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Nothing else he's going to allow you to, assuming he gets through this inning, he'll save the rest of the bullpen as the 1-1 pitch. Swing, rips it up the middle, and that's going to be through for a base hit. And it's a leadoff single for the Giants. Looks like they're going to pinch run for Schmidt. Jonah Cox, 24-year-old out of, I didn't know, I've never heard of this, Louisville, Colorado. Played his college ball at Oral Roberts. He's standing at first now. Is Gilbert the batter? Maybe setting up for a bunt. Righty-lefty matchup. The first pitch he does show bunt, and the throw comes down to second base. And man, JC was hauling it there. He stole second base with ease. So runner into scoring position for the Giants. Didn't get a great jump, but he's got good speed. Camargo trying to throw him out from his knees. The 0-1 pitch showing bunt again, and inside, misses. They're going to say that hit him? All right, I guess the ball hit him. I didn't see it. Weiss is looking to see if he wants to challenge it. He does not, so I guess the ball did clip him going by. Yeah, I mean, it hit him, but he's in the strike zone. His feet are over the chalk. So a bad job by home plate umpire Junior Valentine not recognizing that. You can't stand basically over the plate and then complain when the ball hits you. First pitch is a bunt. It's going to dribble it back to the pitcher. It's going to be a 1-3 putout or 1-4 putout as Ozzie was covering the bag this time. One away. So the Giants a little small ball. Runners at second and third and one out. And a good bunt there by Haas will bring Luis Arias to the plate. Braves infield is in, and the outfield is deep. And the way Arias likes to slap the ball, this has got disaster written all over it. First pitch, swung on, foul back. It's 1-1. The 0-1. Turns and kicks. Swing, lifts it into left field, and just like I said, slaps it to left field. That's down for a base hit, and the run will score. In to score, it's 7-2, a 2-run single, and the Braves trail by 5. I mean, you could write that easily. You knew with the infield in and the outfield playing a slap hitter deep, he was just going to try to punch it over the infield, and that's exactly what he did. And this isn't news to the Atlanta Braves. Hell, Arias was with the Marlins for years. He used to do this all the time. You got to bring the outfield in on Arias in the left field. I wouldn't bring him in from right, but in left, he likes to punch it. So the 0-1 pitch is fouled off of Camargo. So he's going to try to walk it off here for a second. Ball was fouled right off of his, just above his knee, right where the padding ends. The 0-1 count. Swing, lifts it into center field, drifting over, making the catch. Out there in center is Eli White. Matt Olson is in right field. What? All right. Matt Olson is in right field. That's what they went with. I didn't see them flash it up on the screen, but I just saw it in the box score. So what your defensive alignment is Camargo behind the plate. Tellez is at first now. Is the first pitch inside to Chapman's for ball. It's 1-0. Ozzie is still at second. Your shortstop is Dubon and Riley at third. And in the outfield, the left fielder is now Yaz. The right fielder is Olson. And in center is Eli. 1-1, swing and a miss. It's 1-2. So that tells you right there that Harris is still not well. So I don't expect him in tomorrow night's game either if he can't even play defense. The 1-2 count. Rowdy did come up as a first baseman originally in his career, so that's not news to him. I did not know that Olson could play right, but learn something new every day in this game. Now they're showing it. I just saw it on Braves Vision. They panned the camera out there to Matt Olson and right. I don't know if they didn't realize it or they're just getting around to showing it. The 1-2 count inside. I don't even think I've seen it on the San Francisco cam. Yeah, that's 9 years ago. I played right field 40 years ago. The 2-2 swing, lifts it high into right field. I thought he was going to let Olsen make the catch. Gosh darn it, Eli. What are you doing, son? All right, we'll go to the bottom of the ninth, trailing by 5. Going to need some big-time bats here in the bottom.
Does anyone need a morning person? Because mine is for f***ing sale.
Let's go, get up.
The f*** away from me. It's 7:30.
I'm pretty sure that 75% of my personality is just caffeine, and the other 25% is regretting all the life decisions that led me to need this much caffeine.
We've got the top 9 right fielders, 9 players, 9 innings. Top 9. When you think of a great right fielder, 2 things come to mind: a powerful arm and a ferocious bat. Some of the best arms the game has ever seen could be found in right, where a long-distance gun is a necessity for plays at home and third. Some of the game's most prolific sluggers, including 3 members of the 600 Home Run Club, played at least 1,000 games in right. 1,000 games in right was our cutoff for a player to qualify. So here are the top 9 right fielders. Number 9.
Please welcome number 19.
Hi, I'm Tony Gwynn of the San Diego Padres.
Tony could do almost anything with the bat that was humanly and unhumanly possible.
Base hit in the center for Tony Gwynn.
I was a guy who probably wasn't going to hit with a whole lot of power, but a guy who was going to be a tough ass.
Well, he's a professional hitter. 5 for 5 today.
Tony was as pure a hitter as they come. Every year in and year out, I mean, he was hitting over 300, usually well over 300.
Tony was a model of consistency at the plate, posting the 3rd highest career average of any right fielder since 1901.
This was the first guy that really kind of instituted video to our game.
That is my trademark, is that, I wasn't afraid to work. I wasn't afraid to get after it.
He had the uncanny ability to place the ball exactly where he wanted to put it. He was the best hitter in all the baseball that I've been around, and the people that I've played with, I would put him at the top of the list.
When a video says, wait for it, nope, you've just guaranteed that I will keep scrolling.
Matt Gage, the left-hander, coming on for the Giants. Braves trail 7-2, the exact score we lost game 1 in. And the Yaz is at the plate. First pitch is a slider right there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires outside wide, 1-1. 1-1 count. Swing. Fouls the four-seamer down the left field side. It'll bend out of play. Just past the tarps, about the second or third row. Yeah, so he played 10 games in right field in 2018, 35 in 2017, and 1 in 2016. And this is the first time he's done it since then. So, yeah, by far not a common occurrence. And he was, you're talking about 9 years. The 1-2 missed inside 2-2. I know one thing about Matt Olson. He hasn't gotten any faster out there. I would have kind of liked to have seen a ball knocked around there in the corner, see how long it would take for him to go do it. Go get the ball. The 2-2 down and away, ball 3, 3-2. So a full count. This Gage kid, man, he looks as the 3-2 swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 away. He So you see pitchers all the time look backwards and kind of spin backwards and then head to the plate. He literally is staring at the damn camera. He has got his body turned all the way before he comes to home plate in a 180 spin. Because you keep thinking he's looking at a runner. Is the first pitch, swing and a miss slider. It's 0-1. Camargo, the batter, 0 for 1 with the strikeout. The 0-1. In the dirt, 1-1. It's not the same Camargo, Scotty. That's what I thought it was, too, at first. It threw me for a loop. One count. If you're standing at the plate and that big son of a gun's looking all the way in the outfield before he throws the ball, it's got to feel like it's the 1-1 pitch. Swing, laces it towards left center field. That's down for a base hit. That ball's going to get down where the green grass grows. So how about that? Little one-out double.
Hitting? It's not about muscle. It's simple physics. Calculate the velocity V in relation to the trajectory T, in which G, gravity, of course, remains a constant.
They'll keep the baseball there for Camargo. I believe that's his first major league base hit. I have to double check that. It's what it looks like. He's 26 years old, and yet he has never had a base hit. First pitch on the way is outside wide to Dubon. It's 1-0. He had 6 at-bats prior to that, and he had walked one time, but he'd never gotten a base hit. That was in 2024 with the Twins. 1-0 count. Swing, fouls it straight back, 1-1. Brewers lead Cleveland 8-4 in the 8th. We'll see the Brewers on Friday night, the Miz versus Sale. The 1-1 to Dubon. Rips it foul down the right field line, 1-2. That bat boy, he did a bad job corralling that ball. He went to chase the ball down, and I mean, that was terrible. And Lee ended up tossing it in the crowd. I think the bat boy was trying to get the ball back from him. He's like, nah, man, it doesn't look like you know what you're doing. The 1-2 count. Dubon digging in the pitch in the dirt, 2-2. Infield back and to the left. Standing on deck is Baldwin. The pitch outside wide, full count. Drake Baldwin is standing on deck. Matt Olson, our right fielder, is in the hole. You know what's coming next. There's going to be people suggesting he just starts in right field every night. There's a reason why he's played all those games in a row, because he hasn't been in the outfield. The payoff pitch. Swing! That ball's lifted high and deep. Going back on the track. Zip, boom, bam, it's gone! Ram-a-llama ding-dong! A 2-run shot!
Pardon me, would you have any But of course. One of life's finer pleasures.
7-4 your score. That'll bring Drake Baldwin to the plate. Just got it over the left field wall. Man, if that ball would have got caught, you probably would have seen Dubon's head explode. First pitch swinging by Drake Baldwin. That ball's rifled into right field. A worm burner. And the Braves have one on. 1 out. And the Drake.
You don't like the Drake?
I love the Drake.
How could you not like the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
The Drake is good.
The Drake is good. 1 out single. They're going to have a quick mound visit out there. As Justin McCage, the pitching coach, coming out there. The tying run has now moved to the on-deck circle in the form of Ozzie Albies. Matt Olson is at the plate. Drake is at first. Ozzie and then Riley. And Riley's 3 for 4 on the day. Tristan Beck, the right-hander, is warming up in the pen for the Giants. So they may go get him after this at bat. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch, swing and a miss at the slider. Bending away, it's 0-1. The infield back into the right. The 0-1. Down and away. 1-1. Ozzie on deck, Riley in the hole. Braves trail 7-4. 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th. The 1-1 pitch, swing. Fouls the four-seam fastball over the third base dugout, 1-2. The 1-2. Huge hole down the left-hand side once again, where he got his first single. The 1-2 pitch misses high, 2-2. If he just taps the ball down the third base line, we're going to have the tying run at the plate. The 2-2. Swing! Fouls it away. Four-seamer on the outer edge. His fastball's coming in at about 91 miles an hour and the slider at about 84. The 2-2. Down in the dirt, ball 3-2, full count. The payoff pitch to Olson. Turns and fires. Swing. Hits the ball on the ground. That ball's going to get through for a base hit. That ball's going to get out to center field. And Drake Baldwin's going to go first to third. And Matt Olson, the Ice House baby, comes through again.
It's not watered down. This is Ice House. Ice House. Smooth as it gets.
And the tying runs coming to the plate in the form of Ozzie Albies, Austin Riley on deck, Eli in the hole. Tony V's going out there to get his left-hander. We'll see the right-hander come in when we return, trailing by one swing. Tristan Beck coming in. You can see it on your screen. 6'4", 200-pounder, 29-year-old out of Corona, California, but he has got a 9 ERA. Now, it's only 8 innings. And they must like the matchup. But the opponent's batting average of .371 against. So here we go. Ozzie Albies digging in. Open stance from the left side. The first pitch is high and outside the zone. Sweeper for a ball. It's 1-0. Tying run at the plate. The winning run on deck. Austin Riley. Drake at third. Olsen at first. The 1-0. Right down the pipe. Took the four-seamer. 95. 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Brings it in the dirt. Did that ball hit him in the foot? Ball gets away, and Drake Baldwin's going to come home to score. So it's 7-5. I guess it didn't hit him. I thought it hit him in the foot. Must have just missed him and ricocheted off the catcher. Take another look at it. I don't know how it missed him. It bounced right in front of his leg. And I would think if it did touch him, he would have lobbied for it. So the 2-1 count. Olsen at second. The pitch on the way. Swing. Smacks it down the first base line. Just foul. Hard hit ball. And it's 2-2. Riley on deck. Ozzie. 2 for 4 on the night. He struck out his last time up. The 2-2. Swing. Hard hit ball over to first, but it's going to be a G3. Now it ricochets off of Eldridge, so he'll flip it to the pitcher covering Beck. And there's 2 down. Olsen makes it down to third, but 2 down. The Braves trail by 2. And the Braves are down to the last out. That ball ate up Eldridge. We almost got a gift there. So Austin Riley could tie it, but there are 2 outs. First pitch, swing, whistles it straight back to the backstop. It's 0-1. Austin Riley 3 for 4 on the night. He flew out to start the game, but then he has had 3 consecutive singles and an RBI. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Chasing the sweeper off the plate. It's 0-2. An 0-2 count. Right, he's got to shorten that swing up now. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chase 2 sweepers out of the zone, and that'll end the game. The Braves did put up a hell of a fight and brought it back to a 2-run deficit, but they'll drop it 7-5.
This sucks, and it's horse but I'm too polite to say anything, because I'm a class act.
There isn't anything to do. We're done. We're licked. What do they do to us? Right now, we're caught as we're wanted. If it's amusement you're after, I guess the game's up. Then it's all over with.
Oh, what a loser!
So goodbye, everybody, and remember, please, for the next day or so, the terrible lesson you learned tonight.
Oh, no! We suck again!
Braves lose a tough one, 7-5. 7 runs, 9 hits, no errors for San Fran. 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors for the Braves. The loss will go to J.R. Ritchie. He'll fall to 1-1 on the year. The win to Wisenhunt. And Beck gets his first save. There were some positives that came out of this game, including Austin Riley's 3-hit performance and multi-hit games by Olsen and Ozzie. But it was just not enough. You can't give up that many runs and expect your offense to come through like that night after night. And the Braves will fall to 46-27, get back to work tomorrow. Martin Perez, who's been very good, will be on the bump tomorrow, and we will see you then. Y'all have a great night, Braves country. Braves lose it. Tough one, 7-4. Casey at the Bat by Ernest Lawrence Thayer. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville Nine that day. The score stood 4-2, but with 1 inning more to play. And when Cooney died at first and Barrows did the same, a pall-like silence fell upon the patrons of the game. A straggling few got up to go in deep despair. The rest clung to the hope which springs eternal in the human breast. They thought, if only Casey could but get a whack at that, we'd put up even money now with Casey at the bat. But Flynn preceded Casey, as did Jimmy Blake, and the former was a hoodoo, while the latter was a cake. So upon that stricken multitude, grim, melancholy sat, for there seemed but little chance of Casey getting to the bat. But Flynn let drive a single, to the wonderment of all, and Blake, the much despised, tore the cover off the ball. And when the dust had lifted, and men saw what had occurred, there was Jimmy safe at second, and Flynn a hugging third. Then from 5,000 throats and more rose a lusty yell. It rumbled through the valley, it rattled in the dell. It pounded on the mountain and recoiled upon the flat, for Casey, mighty Casey, was advancing to the bat. There was ease in Casey's manner as he stepped into his place. There was pride in Casey's bearing, and a smile lit Casey's face. And when responding to the cheers, he lightly doffed his hat. No stranger in the crowd could doubt 'twas Casey at the bat. 10,000 eyes were on him as he rubbed his hands with dirt. 5,000 tongues applauded when he wiped them on his shirt. Then while the writhing pitcher ground the ball into his hip, defiance flashed in Casey's eye, a sneer cooled Casey's lip. And now the leather-covered sphere came hurtling through the air, and Casey stood a-watching it in a haughty grandeur there. Closed by the sturdy batsman, the ball unheeded sped. That ain't my style, said Casey. Strike one, the umpire said. From the benches black with people, there went up a muffled roar, like the beating of a storm waves on a stern and distant shore. Kill him! Kill the umpire! Shouted someone on the stand, and it's likely they'd have killed him had not Casey raised his hand. With a smile of Christian charity, great Casey's visage shone. He stilled the rising tumult, he bade the game go on. He signaled to the pitcher, and once more the dun sphere flew. But Casey ignored it, and the umpire said, "Strike two!" "Fraud!" cried the maddened thousands, and echoed answered, "Fraud!" But one scornful look from Casey, and the audience was awed. They saw his face grow stern and cold. They saw his muscles strain, and they knew that Casey wouldn't let that ball go by again. The sneer is from Casey's lip. His teeth are clenched in hate. He pounds with cruel violence his bat upon the plate. And now the pitcher holds the ball, and now he lets it go. and now the air is shattered by the force of Casey's blow. Oh, somewhere in the favored land, the sun is shining bright. The band is playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light. And somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere children shout. But there is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey has struck out. Casey at the Bat, Ernest Lawrence Thayer, published June 3rd, 1888. San Francisco Examiner.
Goodbye, sweetheart, well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart, goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.